talkSPORT brings you commentary of the huge unified heavyweight world title fight. The rematch, of course, Oleksandr Usyk, Tyson Fury, live from Saudi Arabia. You'll hear the lot with us here on talkSPORT. Some exclusive content as well. Updates all week. Plus the YouTube watch along on fight night will bring you closer to the action than ever before. Let's head out to Riyadh right now. And Spencer Oliver is waiting to speak to us. Spencer, describe the scene. Good afternoon, mate. How's it looking out there?
Yeah, very well, thank you, Jim. Yeah, we're here in the Radisson Blu here in Riyadh, and the management here, Mr. Bandar, he's been looking after us as well, and it's been a great trip so far. Saw Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury for the first time yesterday as they entered the Hilton Hotel, and boy, they looked up for it. They looked in great shape. Fury looked in great shape, and Oleksandr Usyk, there's a real aura around him. He had a big team with him. He looks like he's got even bigger, but very athletic. Yeah, I can't wait for this one.
It's a bit of a different build-up, isn't it, Spencer? Because last time around we saw the altercation between John Fury and a member of Usyk's camp, and the moment of the headbutt, etc. I think you sat down on Fight Night Daily podcast and you spoke to Usyk's promoter Alex Krasiuk, and you discussed the different build-up to it. This was Krasiuk, Spence.
I tell you, I didn't like this style from Fury. He was calm, he was silent. I didn't have an opportunity to comment something on his Instagram, so it was boring. I think all this build-up was a bit more boring than last time.
So off social media, no ranting,
exactly.
No. But what did you read from that?
I read that this guy is respecting Usyk in real. He understands that this is gonna be the fight of his career. If he's done this time, his career is finished. He has no future as the elite fighter. So he takes it really serious, and this is actually his last chance.
Last chance, my goodness. I'll come to Simon in a second, Spence. Do you see that? Fury loses, then it's over for him?
Well, listen, it's all about Tyson Fury being at the top of the heavyweight division. And, you know, you had Cabiel on earlier there. He's waiting for his opportunity. And we've got a young crop of fighters waiting for the opportunity as well. Moses Atoma is coming up. Johnny Fisher's coming up. They're both boxing on the undercard. So it is all about redemption for Tyson Fury. And it's about winning against Oleksandr Usyk. He's been in a 3-month training camp out in Malta. It's like a jail term that he's been doing out there. He's gone into lockdown. No social media. This guy is up for it. He knows what he's coming into. There was a little bit edgy around him when he come in there yesterday. Actually, he didn't want to do any social media. He was not talking to anybody, any YouTube outlets. He wouldn't talk to us at all either. This is all about business for Tyson Fury. He knows there's a lot on the line for him going into this one. He needs victory. Usyk was the totally different character.
Simon, you're confident, are you not, that this time around it will be definitively Fury?
I'm not confident, but that's where I'm leaning towards. I mean, I'm not disrespecting Usyk and the challenges, and the reason why Tyson Fury isn't flapping his gums is because he can't. He got beat. So he can't be going out and giving it a big one. He has to be contrite and accept the fact that he's going into a fight on the back of a loss. And the argument that he loses this fight and is finished is nonsense, because there's no more of lost this fight than losing to Usyk than any more than people suggested, like Spencer, that Anthony Joshua was finished. Anthony Joshua lost twice to Usyk and was given an opportunity to go again. If Fury loses this fight to Usyk, he'll be given an opportunity to go again, because everybody will still want him in the ring with Anthony Joshua. And there will still be a belt to fight for someone along the line, because no one can hold all the belts. And there's another belt somewhere else. And so it goes with the territory. And Usyk, if he wins, will probably disappear. Because if Usyk wins, what's he got to fight for? Who's he going to fight next? So there's a whole raft of opportunities. But I think Tyson Fury is an irresistible force if he is vaguely resembling what he once was at his best. And people will argue that post the Deontay Wilder third fight, that the fights after that have shown a deterioration in him. He fought Dillian White, who wasn't at the level. Derek Chisora was a pension for Derek, and he lost, I think he lost to Ngannou, but he struggled past Ngannou, and then he comes up against an elite fighter in Usyk. And so with all those challenges in mind, I think he's an irresistible force when he's at his best, but he's coming up against an immovable object.
Do you think the best of Fury beats the best of Usyk?
I do. But whether we can see the best of Fury again, whether he is physically in the shape, he doesn't live the life, he doesn't live like Oleksandr Usyk, he doesn't operate like Oleksandr Usyk. I have a deep-seated admiration for Tyson Fury, the boxer. I don't like some of his antics, I don't like some of the things that comes out of his mouth. But we've been told to price that into our thinking, because he's got bipolar. So we'll have to price that into our thinking. But if he wins on Saturday night, I would argue that this is probably his greatest achievement. He's come back, against all adversity. People thought he was a crap boxer from the outset when he got dropped by Steve Cunningham early in his career. People thought he was a joke. He defeated that objective. He went in against Klitschko. Everyone thought he was a comedy act because he turns up in a Batman outfit, and he wins that title. He then goes into a decline with all the challenges outside of the ring. He comes back from that. He then beats Wilder. So all of these things are massive achievements. I think if he redeems the opportunity, or if he beats Oleksandr Usyk, I think it will be his greatest achievement. I think he should be absolutely lauded and applauded from the rafters if he does.
Finish it for me, Spencer. Do you agree with Simon? If he beats Usyk, his greatest achievement?
Absolutely, yeah, I totally agree with Simon there. If he beats Oleksandr Usyk going into this one, going into the rematch, it is by far his biggest achievement. He's got an uphill mountain to climb here because the big question marks are over Tyson Fury. What can he do different? How can he change it? Usyk has that blueprint. He knows what he's got to do, and he has that boxing IQ. He can make those adjustments. The big question, the million-dollar question is Tyson Fury slightly on the decline? If he is, and he can't reach the heights that he once was, like Simon alluded to there, if he can't reach those heights, he doesn't win this contest.
Wow. Okay. Spencer, we'll be following you all week in the build-up to it. Spencer Oliver coming to us live from Riyadh. Remember, Fury Usyk this Saturday night, and talkSPORT brings you commentary of the huge unified heavyweight world title rematch between Usyk and Fury live from Saudi Arabia.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.